Alright. What's up, everybody? We are here. They finally started the stream. I'm excited for today, man. I really am. Let me go ahead and pull up chat real quick. Make sure the stream's good, too. Hopefully the audio's okay. I'm gonna turn down when I need to. Alright. I wanted to start this one as, like, the moment the stream started, I wanted to start it, because there's so much to talk about today. Okay, I got chat pulled up now. Perfect. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Embrace chaos indeed. It's definitely going to be a chaotic stream, that's for sure. There's going to be so much information today. I'm very excited today. I'm looking forward to what we got. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. I came very prepared today because I'm very excited. It's like they said, it's going to be a very long combat cast. Okay. There we go. What's up, Green? I need to see if my live streams are on playlists. I should probably work on that. Let me see. I guess while we wait, right? Seems like I already put them on streams. Nope. Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm excited. You guys have no idea. I don't know what's expected. Then towards the end too, they always do like a what do you call it? A Q8 fighter test thingy. So we might get an exclusive brutality today from Noob Saibot himself. It's crazy to think that we're already how many days away? 1, 2, 3. We're 5 days away from Chaos Reigns. That's crazy, man. Noob Saibot, Sector, Cyrax, all in one day. And then to top it off, new invasion season, new skins too. Like, so much is gonna happen next week. It's like a brand new MK all over again. I'm excited though. Can't wait. You wonder how they're going to rework the invasions mode also? I don't know, to be honest. And I still have to do the seasonal tower too. Hopefully that's one of them. I hate the seasonal tower so much. It really is a pain. Especially towards the end too, where stuff like instant kills you now. Like, it's just not fair. So, Towers of Time is different too. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll have to wait and see for that. Maybe that's how we get seasonal skins now. Who knows? All we know is that it's not Warrior Shrine. Edwin confirmed that. It is not Warrior Shrine. You only want the Warrior Shrine. I want to know what it does. I mean, I don't think it'll be anything like game changing. I'm pretty sure it'll just be like kind of like the Meteor Tower, where like maybe there's Combat League skins involved, because it is an online and exclusive thing. It's literally right next to the Combat League tab, so I'm thinking it'll have to do something with those skins. I feel like people are overhyping it a little too much. My opinion. Hopefully I'm not the only one that thinks that way, but I don't think it's gonna be like a game changer. People are gonna be very disappointed probably with what it is, but to me, what I'm excited for is open lobbies. That's for sure. That I'm looking forward to. By that I mean King of the Hill, where we can have our own session. Then I can finally play with subscribers, no matter if I win or lose. You've gone back to Mk1. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, good to see that you're gonna play Chaos Reign, so it'll be a lot of fun for sure. It's like a whole new experience. I have work later today, but thankfully this isn't in the way. It's the good thing about this. You're excited for the new story in Animalities? Yeah, no. It's gonna be fun. I think, as much as I would like to do like an all Animalities video, there's gonna be like new characters that come out in the future, so I usually like to do that when I know the game's done for sure. That's why you guys haven't seen like all fatalities, you know, all intros, outros, stuff like that, because there might be some updated ones. Animalities is different, but I mean like character-wise, you know? Who knows if the guest characters are even going to be the last of this game. Hopefully not, but we never know. What's up, Thomas? Hopefully the audio is good, like I said, guys. I've been having some mic problems lately, especially with the trailer that I uploaded yesterday. I was gonna react to it, but then I saw my mic peak to red, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. And I couldn't figure it out, so I just uploaded the trailer itself. But yeah, I'm glad Ghostface, his fatality was shown. It looked pretty cool. I still haven't watched any of his movies, but I mean, based on what I saw from that fatality, it was like an inspiration from one of the movies, so it's good to see at least. I did know that there was more than one, though. That I did know. So, it was cool looking at that. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out in gameplay. I'm just kind of glad that there wasn't like anything crazy in the trailer. It's kind of just like spoiler free, you know, getting us hyped for it, so I was excited for that. We did see a new Rain skin. We saw like a little bit of Noob's fatality. Same thing with like Sector and Cyrex, I'm pretty sure. What else did we see? I think I remember seeing another skin too, but I can't remember what it was. I think Kitana's weird looking one with the mohawks. God, I hate those so much. It was so bad. I'm trying to think what else we had. That's something that like no one really talked about either. That Rain skin that he had. He's gonna have a brand new one. It looks pretty cool. I like it. We'll see if we can catch it when they play the trailer again, because they're for sure gonna play it again. If there's one thing you don't like, it was the Kitana skin that's ugly with the blue mohawk. Yeah, no. Just females with mohawks. There's just something about that that's weird, right? Doesn't suit them. I feel like if it suits a character, it'll probably only be like a character that makes sense. Honestly, I think Serena could rock the look, truthfully. Maybe Ashura. But other than that, no one else. No one else looks good with it. Tanya's, my god. I think she had the worst one of them all. I was not a fan. Tanya looked like the royal consort. I love it. Yeah, no, the one from Chaos Reigns is a whole different story. I think that's by far one of her best skins, if not the best skin. Because if we're not gonna be getting like classic Tanya, you know, Deception Tanya, stuff like that, then I'm okay with this, honestly, for now. But hopefully later down the line they do it. I really want them to. I feel like it's time for them to show that skin. It's been a while since we've seen it. It's been a while since we've seen her too with it. 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're already here. Let's go. Drink some water. Get locked in, because there's probably going to be a lot of, you know, hyper moments here. I'm looking forward to it. I already spilled my drink. That's how excited I am. Let me see if I can improve the quality a little bit. Oh, yep, nope, that's the max, guys. Okay. Go back up. There we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
The Kombat Kast.
Yeah, look, I fast forwarded a little bit. Cool.
Welcome everybody to the Kombat Cast for Chaos Reign.
Woo!
it's coming very,
Sure,
very
that's good.
soon. We're very excited about it.
Yes, it's Chaos Reigns, not Drizzles.
Drizzles.
It's going to be pouring down on you. It's going to be great. Today we're going to talk about a lot of things that are coming with Chaos Reigns that we have not talked about. We're going to talk about some new balance stuff. We have a few interviews with some people from the studio about some other things in the game. So it's going to be a real fun stream, and I'm excited.
Yep, we got some new stuff coming, so
Yeah.
can't wait to go over it.
Pretty much every aspect of the game has something fresh and new and exciting. It's a really, really exciting expansion.
Yes, and we're going to try to get to a lot of that today. As you know, most of you, hopefully, the Noob Saibot trailer came out last week, and we would like to just, in case you haven't seen it,
You live under a rock.
show it one more time. Here it is, Noob Saibot.
Don't mind it at all. I can't wait to see that fatal blow again, honestly. Steph's quiet.
Are you
Maybe it's my
ready?
audio. Let me turn it up a little bit. Oh, it's trailer now, so maybe I shouldn't.
I hope you are fond
It's at trailer
of
volume right now.
chaos.
I don't even think they're mic'd up. I think they're just like speaking to a
Do
microphone
not
that's
try
there.
to make sense of it. Anything is possible in Havoc's domain.
You know, that Tanya skin, like you guys said, man, it's beautiful. By far her best one so far.
Those who oppose anarchy, who revere order, will be eliminated.
You sound like Bihan.
Embrace chaos.
Embrace the darkness. I feel like I've heard that before. Embrace the darkness. I wonder who says that.
Havoc filled my mind with his chaos. I have learned his thoughts, learned his combat.
This is what you are meant to do.
I am not allowed to desire a different future.
Your desires are not at issue. It is your methods for achieving them.
This reminded me. You love his soldier skin? I do like it too. You know, it's pretty cool.
Havoc's will not be done.
The blood spilled today will be
Something tells me, you guys see Noob Saibot right there? Something tells me that's going to be cameo related. Kind of like Sento Kinshi. I feel like that's what's going to happen here. So Noob Saibot might be a very straightforward character to learn, thankfully, because of it. Look at this part right here. Look at this. Bang! And to this day, the rock chills.
Your new
Absolutely.
attire suits you.
So cool.
It is as black as your heart.
watch and learn, Kuai Li Yang.
Finish it.
Finish him.
It's alright, time to run. There we go. And as I predicted too, that was Mk1 fatality. Very nice callback.
There he is, Noob Saibot. What a fun trailer.
Super goth!
Very goth, cool character.
Very edgy.
Edgelord.
He's real mad too.
Angry.
Very fun. I've been messing around with them. Enjoyable. Super. I'm just the crazy portals. Like that's the thing that I just love. All the portals and the.
There's a lot going on.
And you'll see during the walkthrough the portals can be a lot of them. So things
yeah.
can happen. So that's my favorite part. Is I just enjoy that. Stephanie.
I gotta go with the fatality. I love the very end when the shadow clone rips out their spine.
Just goes through him, too.
skull. It
Looks pretty
reminds me of Sub-Zero's Deadly Alliance fatality, where he reaches out the back and rips out their skeleton.
Right.
So it's almost like, there's Sub-Zero, becomes Noob Saibot, uses his clone to kind of
It makes
pay
sense.
tribute to a classic fatality.
DK?
Me, I like the animality. It's just like a classic throwback to Noob's fatality from Mk1. Like
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Make a wish, but with alligators.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I love the alligator and then the shadowy alligator. He's always got his good friend with him, his shadow.
Him in a shadow, absolutely.
So we have a lot of stuff to go over today, and DK, this is gonna be the DK time segment. You're gonna do a lot of talking here.
We got some stuff to talk about.
So there's a lot of things to talk about. Let's go ahead and start that out.
Okay, terrific. So we've got a new season of Invasions, season 8. It is the season of the Dark Dragon, where Liu Kang is the invading force, and he's gone mad with power.
Whoa!
So constructs with him to take over this.
Wow!
And so this is just kind of an example of some of the skins.
Holy cow! These
through,
skins are amazing.
Invasions, along with what will be in the seasonal shop. And we have more about the seasonal shop.
Holy!
Sure.
Also, this season we have new mini games. We have things called arcade, which are arcade machines that you beat up. Some of them have a little bit of chaos going on, but you'll be rewarded currency, so coins, crowns, or seasonal currency. We also have missions where you have to protect a cashew. Okay,
That's my favorite.
There are zombies after cashew, and you gotta keep them safe. Okay, we also have a mini map. That's right, we have a mini map for each one of the mesas that really points out where chests are, the bosses are. More of those POIs for you to, have a clear understanding of where to go.
It's a real good quality of life thing people have asked for.
Yes.
So you can now see where you're going, where you've been.
Correct. We also have dedicated shops that sell components. I heard some feedback from the previous season that people really want to be able to target being able to get components. So we made sure that some of the larger mesas have dedicated component shops for people to go and find and explore. We have a new Titan, which I'm very excited for.
Is it?
It's pretty big.
He's very big.
It's pretty big. And of course, we will have the free trial towers for Sector, Cyrax, and Noob. So if you haven't had the chance to pick them up yet, you will be able to. Are you ready for some more new stuff?
A lot of new stuff.
What
Let's keep going.
more could there be?
So we will be having online practice as well. Online practice will be in this update for everybody. Just
something
so
that they wanted, right?
Go out there, go spar with your friends, send them an invite. You guys can just do a little practicing against each other online, and that will be available, of course, with this update as well.
You could play someone, lose, and instead of complaining on social media, work with them to improve.
Or you may just want to spar with a friend.
You could also do both. You could lose, complain on social media, and then also try to get better.
All these things are options.
Absolutely. And then we're going to start going over some of the free stuff for everybody with this update. But first, we're going to start with Animalities. If you're unaware, just for getting the update of Chaos Reigns, everybody gets access to the new Animalities. That's for the base roster characters along with the DLC characters. Everybody has an Animality.
But will the guest characters have Animalities?
Well, they're guest characters. Of course they will.
Absolutely.
Yes, and how could they not? There's some rippers. There's some good ones.
One I'm thinking of in particular right now, it's Peacemaker, but continue.
Oh, yeah.
It's real good.
No, they are awesome, but like I said, those are free for everybody, and we'll go over some more free stuff here in a minute. I think we've got...
Yeah, we do have an interview I did earlier with Josh Slingerland about Animalities that we're going to show you right now. All right, everybody, another interview here on the cast. Right here. Who do we have with us?
Hey guys, Josh Slingerland, principal artist here at NetherRealm, and my job is directing all of the real-time cinematics here.
So today we're going to talk just briefly about what has returned to Mortal Kombat 1, Animalities.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. We are so excited to talk about this feature. We've been working on this for months and months and months, and it's just cool to finally get it out there and starting to see some of the reactions to some of the small clips we've kind of already put out there already.
Because there are a lot of Animalities.
A lot, man.
Let's talk about what was sort of the decision. Like why bring back Animalities?
Yes. So Animalities, we've been talking about bringing back for a little while now. As I'm sure most of you fans know, we brought back, I think, every finisher now at this point. We brought back the babalities, we brought back the brutalities, we brought back friendships last game. Now I believe Animalities is the only one that we haven't brought back.
There's
yet.
gonna be a lore head who proves us wrong there, but hey, we're sticking with it right now.
I'm usually wrong. So, anyways, it's time. You know, like it's been since Mk1 a couple days ago when we released that game.
Okay, right.
It's just so cool to bring this back. You know, next gen graphics, new engine, things are looking hot, and I couldn't be more pleased with what the team has kind of done with this feature so far.
So, what's your favorite part about it all? Is just the nostalgia. What are you excited about?
All of the above. It's you know, like it's a refreshing you know, creative kind of endeavor for everybody on the team to, you know, come up with what is every character, what are they going to transform into? Let's make sure it fits their character. What are they going to do once they've transformed into that animal? And we kind of took it from there. So
Yeah. So I guess that also probably brought up a lot of challenges. Like what if you could figure out what kind of challenges were really present here with bringing back Animalities?
A lot of fun challenges. Again, it was, you know, we're making all these animals from scratch, and they look gorgeous, by the way. I'm really excited for you guys to see all of them. The making sure like the fur on some of our furrier guys looks really good in our engine. That was something new that we had to kind of like, you know, dig deep into, and then just kind of coming up with, you know, wow, it's not the character killing them, it's the animal going to kill them, and making sure that things feel authentic and but also unique from every other character.
Sounds good. Do you have, of all the Animalities that are in this game, do you have a favorite?
I knew this was going to come up. I don't have a favorite. There are so many great ones. But I do want to say this. I can't leave here empty-handed. I did bring a little clip I'd like to share. I've been maining Takeda a lot recently.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, why don't we show his Animality? So maybe a little world premiere here.
What could that be?
I love it.
A brand new Animality that no one's seen yet. So
Well, thank you, Josh, for coming by. This has been
Takeda's
awesome.
B. Let's see,
Great
Lasher.
to have you, and here we go.
I don't know.
World premiere. Takeda's
what could
Animalities.
Takeda's be?
enjoy, guys.
Probably a lion, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. That's my guess. Some sort of lion. Tiger. An octopus. Bruh. Who would have thought that? Holy. You know what? It makes sense, you know? Tentacles. Lasher. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. That's sick, though. I love that one.
All right, and there it is.
That's pretty cool.
Takeda's Octopus. One of my favorites. Thank you, Josh, for stopping by to talk about Animalities. But Derek,
Yay, I'm back.
let's talk about what else we have coming.
Sure. There's more.
How is that possible?
I know! All right, so there's been a lot of speculation of what the Warrior Shrine is. And what the Warrior Shrine is it highlights the top 5 players of Kombat League every season. And so what you'll be able to do is scroll through all the previous seasons and see who were the top 5 players of each season. I know it's amazing. In Season 3, myself, Stephanie, Dizzy, Nicastro, and Paulo were able to be the top 5 players.
Yeah, we're very, very strong players.
We are amazing. That's a lie. We just kind of mocked this up just to kind of give you guys a first look at it.
I just barely missed it.
You did. You just barely missed it.
Fine.
Very cool. You can see the art there, a tribute to, in my opinion, one of the coolest stages in MK history.
Right.
The Warrior Shrine.
Those top 5 players will be immortalized in Mortal Kombat 1 with the Warrior Shrine. There's more. Okay, so we'll go from one shrine to another. So the shrine, also, not the Warrior Shrine.
The dragon one.
dragon
Fire-spitting
yeah,
dragon shrine.
will be updated with new cameo brutalities for all the cameos. So you just go ahead and go to the shrine, throw some coins in there, and get some new cameo brutalities.
Interesting.
What else is new, Tyler? I'm going to tell you. The seasonal store. The seasonal store now has new brutalities for all characters,
Interesting.
including the DLC characters. There's 2 per character.
Perfect.
And they're going to be there forever. So usually with our seasonal store, it kind of resets each
roll
one
around,
of the seasons and stuff like that. These will always be there. So when we go into another season or whatnot, those
They'll
are
still be
forever there for you to
Interesting.
be able
Okay.
to unlock, and so you don't feel
Nice.
pressured,
That's
like,
an
"Oh, I gotta
exclusive
get
one right
all
there."
of these this season. Also, all
Perfect.
characters will get a seasonal palette this season through the seasonal shop, along with gear. So there's more things in the seasonal shop this season. Tyler,
Yes,
you thought we were done.
I didn't.
No, we're not done.
I wrote the
Wow.
script. I know what's coming next.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay, fair enough. So also with just updating to Chaos Reigns, everybody will get 4 new environments. Those 4 new environments also have 2 variations to each one of the environments, kind of like a day-night sort of cycle. In addition to that, everybody will get 5 new stage variations too. So like the Whoosh Academy now has a different sort of chaos.
This one we did see from the trailers.
variation that everybody will get.
Sindel's throne room has the damaged version.
You know, before we get to that, we did an interview today with Corey
What?
from the environment team about the new stages, and I think we should take a look at that video right now. All right, now we have a special interview with my friend. Yes,
I like to think we're friends. Yeah.
I like this. I like to hear that. We're going to talk about stages today. Can you introduce yourself before we do?
Yeah, I'm Corey Billett. I'm on the environment team here at NRS.
Awesome. And you and your team had a hand in building all of these stages out.
Yeah, a lot of people have worked very hard to kind of make new things for fans to get to experience 4 stages to do violence and destruction in front of.
Excellent. So we've now entered our chaos era. How did you and the team imprint Havoc's personality onto a lot of these new stages?
Well, so for the new era for Liu Kang, we got to kind of do the more tranquil, beautiful spaces. Havoc doesn't really follow that mindset. He's a little bit more destructive and violent, so we got to play on some of those aspects for the new stages, kind of embracing more of that gritty MK vibe a little bit more, and definitely playing with physics in interesting ways, cosmic colors and stuff, because it's not Earthrealm as we know it. It's a different space entirely, so we really tried to push that, and hopefully it's clearly recognizable in the stuff we did.
Well, let's see that. You brought along some kind of stage pans. Let's start with the Chaosium, and if you could kind of go through sort of what that all represents.
Sure. So Chaosium is a arena where Havoc and a lot of his masochistic friends are performing murder games kind of 24/7, doing violence on people both willing and not willing. This is just like I said, it's just a space where he kind of runs his games from up atop the throne. You see
this one looks better to me,
there's
honestly.
a ton of when you're actually fighting in
You're
here,
not
there's
late,
a
by the
ton
way.
of just
Welcome.
animations and activity going on. It's just a very intense space.
Awesome. Well, that's a great one. That's beautiful. Like some different colors we've used, some different palettes, sort of.
Yeah, very colorful skies and everything. Hopefully that's pretty obvious.
Really cool. But also, still, like you said earlier, like what the fans. I mean, we hear about it a lot. The gritty Mortal Kombat feel too.
Yeah, we did the beautiful side. Now we kind of want to do a little bit more of the gritty, violent MK side.
And as an artist, that's probably fun too, because you did all the the beautiful flowers.
I mean, there
the
are
colors.
so many ways you can display skulls and just violence. And we're running. I mean, we've tapped that well pretty significantly, but there's still a lot we can pull out of that.
Sure. What has been your favorite part of the new stages or working on them?
I think just the ability to do interesting and weird things. Again, being it is like our chaos timeline, we can play with physics, we can play with things in an interesting way. We pushed NPCs and just kind of the liveliness of things. Like Tea House, for example, was a stage with a lot going on. Chaos EM that we just looked at is another one where there's just going to be a lot going on, and we push that in all of the new stages.
And that's one of the things that I've always liked about the stages too, is that they have a life. They're a character almost.
Hopefully, if we did our job, yeah.
Right.
Hopefully.
There's things happening in the background. Like what are they doing? Are they
exactly,
they're buying food? What's going on? They're having fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Real quick, in addition to the new stages, what else should fans be looking for in what you've created?
Outside the totally new stages, we also had the opportunity, obviously, to kind of we revisit in our story some of the stages fans might know well. We got the ability to do fresh takes and remixes on those, kind of showing what happens when Havoc enters the scene. So I know we have like Fire Temple, that is the seat of Liu Kang's power. We get to then see kind of what Havoc does when he enters the neighborhood, and he's essentially spits on Liu Kang's front door. He makes it his own, and it is no longer the same place. It's not tranquil anymore. Havoc has brought his mentality, and it's just chaotic firestorms, and again, an affront to Liu Kang as the god of Earthrealm.
Awesome. That looks cool. And
if you like fire, it's cool.
Yeah, it's opposite of what we saw earlier.
Yes.
I mean, previously in Mk1. We got one more stage. First of all, anything you'd like to say before we're going to show one more stage and then sign off with this interview? But
before we show the last one, just want to say thank you to the fans. There's been a lot of just really positive feedback for stages, and in a fighting game, that's totally not expected because the characters are and should be the focus. But we've seen just the appreciation for the work.
By
in the
far, I
stages,
think so
and it's
far,
really awesome to see. So
peak
just thank you for that.
stages
We're
since
very
like
excited
MK9.
for fans to see what we did. in
and there's a
Chaos
lot of
Reigns.
really cool stuff. There's a few things we're not going to be showing today.
Yeah,
We're
there's
not-
plenty of secrets still to look at when you get the game for yourself.
Right. So before we go, let's take a look at the at Havoc Citadel.
Yeah. So for Havoc Citadel, this is a kind of endless
Beautiful.
void of winding pathways, all disintegrating and kind of tearing apart in various ways, and this just really, I think, shows some of the physics stuff I mentioned earlier.
Damn,
where we
that
get
looks
to
cool
mess
too.
With things in a way
Look
that
at
don't
that.
feel like
I
they're
really
done
hope the
with a lot of
soundtrack's
just
so cool
weird
in these
spacey
maps.
Stuff going on.
Cool color changes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I give huge props to the team because this is one where it's inherently chaotic and just a ton of winding pathways, and it can be hard to make that composed. But I think they really did a great job of making something feel composed and intentional for something that is just so random and chaotic.
That's an interesting quote. Intention behind chaos.
Yeah, finding the intention behind chaos.
Right. Like that's difficult.
It is extremely difficult, and a lot of very talented people spend a lot of time trying to put just a little bit of that in there. So hopefully it's reflected.
Make it make sense.
Yeah,
So,
exactly, as much as we can.
Corey, thanks so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
of course, thank
these
you.
stages, of course, are coming in Mortal Kombat
Yes.
1.
Yes.
And back to the stream. Awesome. Thank you, Corey, for that. That was awesome to see the overview of the stages and just. Now, again, that wasn't all of them, but I just wanted to kind of show you what they're thinking about.
You know, we still
how
have yet
they
to look at, like, the
inject and
maze.
imprint Havoc's personality onto these
Chaos.
stages.
Yeah,
which
it's a really cool aesthetic for these new stages.
Yeah, they look really cool. Before we move on to some balance stuff that I want to talk about, which I know you're all very excited about, and then, of course, Noob, DK, there's one more big thing we want to talk about that's coming with Chaos Reigns.
Yes.
Towers of Time,
So
right?
we've got. Dang it! You just said one more thing. We do have one more thing. All right. So for Chaos Reigns, I'm going to read from a piece of paper. I hope everybody's all right with that. You know, for Chaos Reigns, we have removed the Gateway Mesa, and we have replaced it with the new Towers of Time. Towers of
interesting.
Time is also accessible from the main menu. So Towers of Time is a combination of the Gateway Mesa and the MK11 Towers of Time experience.
Okay.
There are 9 towers that are always available to the player. The front 3 towers are persistent towers. The first tower is the arcade tower, with no modifiers, and players can unlock ladder endings, and they're just quick matches with ladder endings. The second tower is our seasonal tower, same as what we've had in the Gateway with previous seasons of Invasions. The seasonal tower gets progressively more difficult after each completion, and players unlock seasonal exclusive cosmetics after each milestone level, basically every 5 completions. The third tower is the Legacy Tower. After each completion, players will unlock unobtainable palettes from previous seasons of Invasions. With later updates,
okay.
will continue to add additional cosmetic items to that loot pool. The middle row of towers is a series of procedurally generated towers that change every hour. The tower difficulty range from very easy to very hard, going from left to right. The final back row of towers is dedicated to our live content. When we go live on the 24th, you'll be able to play the character demo towers for Sector, Cyrax, and Noob.
I see.
So if you haven't purchased them yet, you can try them out in the Towers of Time. There's exclusive player module pieces for completing the demo towers for each of those characters. Anytime we have a live event or holiday event, they will populate this back row.
Got it.
Let's dig a little deeper. When you press the start button, this will bring up the Towers of Time menu. There are 3 active challenges. Each challenge rewards points. All challenges must be completed in Towers of Time environment. Once an easy or hard challenge is completed, it is replaced with a new challenge. In addition to points,
And we get
easy or
dragon
hard
crystals?
challenges reward different crafting components, consumables, or relics. That brings us to the weekly challenge. The weekly challenge rewards dragon crystals. The weekly challenge can only be completed once per week. The weekly challenge also rewards a generous amount of Towers of Time points. What do these points do, you might ask?
I was going to ask.
I know. These points contribute to a bi-weekly player-versus-player competition within Towers of Time.
That's what was in
Once
MK11,
the timer
right?
runs out, Players are rewarded items based on their final placement. And a new competition begins.
Very, very exciting.
All right. For launch of Chaos Reign, only challenges will be rewarding points. But very soon, we're going to be adding points to towers. So the harder the tower, the more the points that you'll receive upon completion. We just really want to massage the numbers and things like that before we, push it out to everybody.
Right.
So there it is.
Nice job, DK. That was well. You read slowly, concise. Like, it was very well done.
I just learned how to read.
Probably true. So anyway, thank you, Derek. That's gonna be awesome. Towers of Time returning to for.
Honestly, I do prefer it over the gateway.
Exciting.
I can't lie.
We now some more exciting stuff to talk about.
More exciting stuff.
We are going to talk about some. I got quite a few little balance things we want to talk about that I think you'll all really enjoy. Again, we're not going to go through everything in the balance today because there's a lot of stuff coming.
Where are the patch notes?
Where are the patch
Where
notes?
are the patch
Where are the
notes?
patch notes?
They will be coming. We're first going to start out with. We'll be showing videos with all of these. The first one we're going to show is a little video with Garrus and Omni-Man. Let's take a look.
Oh. Omni-Man getting a buff, huh? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see anything there. I didn't see much.
Now, again, you can probably play back these videos if you want to see what happened. But what happens there is, for this one, Omni-Man's forward 2, where he kind of dashes at you and punches, now gives you a little ground bounce. Now, if you're in the corner, that's awesome because you can do a corner comm right there.
Corner comm.
So it's like a, okay.
If you can also use it for a cameo to help pick up the combo after the forward 2.
I see.
And Garrus's forward 3 now bounces, so you can use the double time move where he makes a clone of himself to continue combos. Or you can use, again, a cameo to help out with that combo as well.
What are we bouncing to next, bud?
We're going to bounce to Kung Lao. Let's take a look.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't really think he... Oh, Kung Lao cameo. Ah, I see. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, and Low Hat does a Cyrax effect too?
Cameo Kung Lao now has an orbiting hat.
That's
for
what it was
duration,
called.
He'll put a hat around you.
Orbiting hat.
If the enemy is hit, they are stunned. So you can use this for protection, or hell, just throw out a random teleport and see what happens, you know?
That's how I roll.
So that's a new thing for Cameo Kung Lao. Orbiting hat, we've seen him before, but it works a little differently here. Nice. Let's see Kung Lao, the character.
The
now.
fighter.
Let's take a look at this video.
Will the real Kung Lao please stand up?
Interesting. And he could do it in air. Oh, he's gonna be a lot more fun now. That's for sure. Look at that. Beautiful.
All right, now Kung Lao now has an aerial hat toss, which he can use.
That's a buff you can really hang your hat on.
There we go. And if the EX version of that is really good for combos. So there's another tool for Kung Lao to continue combos.
Beautiful.
And kind of deal with people in the air. And you can also do it pretty low off the ground, too. So it can be used a lot of places throughout the screen. We have 2 more videos we're going to show you. The first one is awesome. A little bit of Shang and Shujinko buffs. Let's take a look at those.
Shujinko buff again. I think we saw this in the trailer, actually. I think his moves are like stunned now. As you can see. Hold up, wait a minute. What did I just see? Did I just see him
So,
turn
from that
into a
video,
cameo?
You're going to notice that Shujinko now has new combo string, where you can do a punch into a kick, which is a crumple stun, which allows you to do combos. He also has a kick into an overhead chop. So some new moves for Shujinko to get in there. Old Shang, when you're playing as Old Shang, he has forward 3-4, which is a double hitting low, a new string. Stephanie, let's talk about all Shangs.
Well, showing that an old dog can learn new tricks.
Ooh.
There we go.
Shang has a move where you do the input and he will morph into the opponent's cameo, perform one of their moves, and then morph back. For example, if he's fighting someone using cameo Sonya, he will morph into Sonya, do the leg grab, morph back. If someone's using Pharah, morph into Farah, do the little grab, morph back. And all these attacks also have EX moves which make them stronger. A lot of them are combo starters, they recover faster. For example, the leg grab will pop them up.
And it's not randomized. If you get the
Correct.
same one, you're not guessing which cameo.
Imagine
move
morphing
you're
into
morphing
Pharaoh.
Right. Everyone will
super
get
cool.
their regular and EX versions of one of their cameo moves that he'll morph into.
Right. We got one more video to show you. I know there's been a lot of videos. Thanks for sticking with us. You've seen this one before, but we want to talk about it real quick. This is, let's see, Sonya's dive kick. Ooh.
That's right. Yep. Beautiful.
All right, now Sonya has a dive kick. It's an overhead. It's a summon, so it won't like save you from mistakes. But it's really good for offense. A really good way to start a combo that starts overhead. And you'll also notice, maybe for you eagle-eyed Takeda players, forward 2 is now special cancelable.
Sprinkle that in.
Just sprinkle it in.
Sprinkle that in.
Little nugget.
Little nugget. So, but I think it's time to move on to the main event of the show. We got Noob Saibot.
Saibot game.
Before we start, let's talk about Noob. Who is Noob? What is Noob?
Well, Noob debuted in MK2 as one of the 3 secret characters. To get to him, you had to win 50 fights in a row.
Hey!
And he started off as just a black silhouette of a ninja. He could do Scorpion's Harpoon. He was just a secret character. But in later games, Trilogy, Ultimate MK3, some of the home versions, then MK4 the home versions, and on, he became more fleshed out, more lore, more moves. I think a lot of long-term fans will know that in the original timeline, he was Sub-Zero. Killed by Scorpion in the first tournament, Quan Chi brought him back to life as this ghostly wraith or revenant.
Quan Chi.
And he was a member of the Brotherhood of the Shadows, and he had his shadow powers. In the new era, things are a bit different. This time, he has been chaos pilled by Havoc.
Shut the front door.
He is a creature of chaos. And so, you know, his power set is very similar. He still has the shadows, the portals, but he's way more of a chaotic cleric of chaos and true believer in anarchy instead of the kind of dark arts Quan Chi stuff.
Right.
And of course, you can play Chaos Reigns to see the expansion and see how old Bihan adjusts to this change. Not well.
Not well. Not
no.
well. All right, so let's do it.
Let's go into his gameplay. Let's start with his normal attacks, which almost every normal attack he has.
Dude, he has a shadow. That's so
If
cool.
you're gonna use it, you might as well use
Look
it.
at that.
They are a true.
I'm surprised they were able to animate that.
Check out his throw. I love that little third strike.
That's a beautiful throw. My favorite
I like
move
even
right
his little
there.
Punches.
Can you do his sweep again?
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Is it necessary?
It's so good.
Really good sweep. Really good. I mean, the uppercut just covers.
That's his
all the
uppercut?
areas.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so a couple moves I wanted to go over was his forward 1, which is a pretty decent advancing mid. It's pretty quick. He has different variations from it. Wanted to go over his back 3, which is
Oh, I love the detail how she used
moves.
smoke as an
And then
opponent.
lastly, his forward 3,
Love that.
which is a pretty quick overhead that splats them down, so you can mix it up.
And even if you just notice, like, his shadow in comparison to normal roster shadows are not the same, right? Like, it's kind of like this little mystic.
Get a good look at it because it's going to be gameplay relevant.
What?
It's not just badass looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go over his special moves because it is extensive. Off the top of my head, I think he may have the biggest list of special moves in the game.
Maybe up there
Really?
with like Garrus, maybe.
Probably.
Those, yeah.
So let's start off with the classic. One of the first special moves he ever had is his teleport slam. Teleports in, drops them. He can do it in the air. EX version will pop them up through a portal.
Look at that.
This is a great anti-zoning move, a great mobility tool. You can jump back and do it. You can jump forward. Catch you by surprise very quick. It's pretty much exactly as it's been for 30 years.
It's what you expect out of Noob.
Never.
You move, I gotcha.
That move has never tilted me ever.
No, God.
Then let's go over arguably his second most iconic move, the Ghost Ball.
Absolutely.
This is a projectile that's changed many times in the life of MK, and I think this might be the coolest version yet. So, the Ghost Ball is pretty slow, but if it hits or they block it, they get this green chaotic effect on them. And this primes him to detonate it, which is a pop-up. So, once he's got it on, you can see it last quite a bit of time. At any moment, he can detonate it and then get a full combo.
Nice. So look at that damage
Very
too.
cool.
Interesting.
And remember, that's on hit or block that they get primed. He also has an EX version, where once you do it, the clone starts summoning it.
Oh, that sneaky clone.
Noob is free to move around, and then any time you can let it go. And
Okay, so
remember,
not like
on
Sento.
block. So Noob could be doing block strings, setups, knockdowns, stuff like that, and the clone is waiting to do it.
And you'll notice the aura lasts a while.
It does last quite a while. Another alternative thing of this is there's an EX version of the detonate that you can cancel as soon as the regular ghost ball hits. So he can immediately use
right
it
after
almost
that
like
when
a
he
pop-up
enhances it.
projectile.
Okay.
That does take 2 bars, so it's, you know, pretty expensive to use, but it could be pretty effective for your combos. The next move I want to show is a classic, probably like one of the classic Mk1 moves, his portal. It goes up, it comes down, it combos.
This one's
You have
slightly
the
faster
close,
though.
Medium, and far version.
Keep him guessing.
And
If
yeah,
it's
you gotta
unblockable
keep
though,
them
then it
guessing.
would be pretty cool to
And
have.
when you have slower projectiles like Noob Saibot, one of the things the opponent's going to want to do is their projectiles, which is going to be dangerous because of the move we showed at the beginning, the teleport.
He gonna grab you. He gonna grab you.
Now, what was another iconic move from previous games like Mk9? The
Slide.
running man.
Oh, running man.
And there you go,
Oh,
it's back.
that's
He
so
does a ninja
cool.
run,
Yes, I
throws them
remember
in with
this.
That tackle, and the
That
EX
tackle.
version pops them up.
Interesting.
Classic ninja pop-up.
Of course.
Then, you're about to say it, the slide. Now here's something really neat. Some of his moves, when he uses the clone will go away because it has to return. Look at his shadow. Get a good look at there. When you do the slide, the shadow's actually gone, and when it comes back, that's when it's fully loaded.
Oh.
That's when it tells you.
Now, some of these moves, if you don't have the clone, will actually change.
Oh.
Without the clone,
Got
he does
it.
a classic Sub-Zero-like slide.
So you can do a slide after a slide?
Exactly,
What?
since his buddy's not there. His
Is the
pal's
tackle the
tagged
same
out.
way?
Oh, that's cool.
Now you're putting yourself closer to them. You're not.
Yes.
Because the regular, the Noob Saibot slide is almost like it's like a projectile.
Exactly. Let's go over a couple other moves because he has even more like pop-ups and moves. These are the kind of zoning moves. We'll go over some of the up-close moves.
Great.
Down back 3 is this ninja kick where they work together. The EX version pops them up even better, and he can get a combo. And then he has down back 4, which is the opposite.
So
low kick
that's a
that'll
move we're
trip
probably gonna
them.
have to use a
The
lot
EX
then.
is his armor.
So pop
So
up
his
without
armor, he's not
meter.
going to get like a full combo. It's not like the best reward in the world, but you're never going to complain about having a good armor.
No, nobody complains about that.
And that's all of his grounded moves.
What?
About the air?
What about the air?
Well,
Gotta do
there's
The suspense.
a lot more because he has multiple different dive kicks. So let's
What?
start.
The
He has an air
iconic
dive
one.
kick
Yep.
where he sends out his clone, and you can see this has a decent amount of cooldown. This is another one where, on cooldown, he himself will do a dive kick.
Interesting.
He also has a straight dive kick that goes straight across the screen.
Same thing, right?
He can do it after jump kicks. He can do it as a preemptive anti-air. And then he has a downward trajectory
Overhead
dive
one.
kick. And if you EX it, they are staggered for a full combo.
Okay, so like Tanya's
Don't tell me there's more.
air
There
move.
is a major new mechanic that I think really separates this noob from other iterations.
Kind of my favorite thing, actually. I
So
love it.
let's go over Embrace Chaos. Once per match, you may have noticed he has this severed hand on his hip. It's very crazy
Oh, that's right.
and chaotic. A severed hand.
Why?
Once per match, he can bring it out, destroy it, yell Embrace Chaos, and now he gains access to a brand new special move. It's a low-hitting, homing projectile that pops the opponent up. Oh, yeah, see, I now can't do it.
Yeah, because you
Once
did it
per
once,
match,
right?
You have a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Yes. So he gains access to that move, and that's a tracking move. It's not close, medium, and far. And then all of his shadow special moves gain the ability to throw the opponent into a
Holy
portal
cow.
That's so
for
cool.
a pop-up. So his slide, regular, non-EX, becomes a pop-up.
Jesus.
All of his dive kick
I wonder how long it lasts for though.
becomes a pop-up. all those shadow moves now become pop-ups. So he has easily the largest amount of comboable starter moves in the game.
Including his throw, obviously. Could
Right. But
mind blown.
The shadow is not coming back.
What?
For the rest of that round, all of his shadow attacks are disabled. So back forward 4 is only just now the regular slide.
So you take a risk doing it.
You're looking at it as a nuclear option.
Yes.
Interesting.
The rest, this string, he can no longer finish it. He has to do a shorter version. Look at his uppercut. It's a standard uppercut.
You think you can finish the round? You better.
That is some very unique gameplay,
It's just a regular sweep. So to be clear again, once per game, you can use it. It works for that round, and once the timer is done, for the rest of the round, he will not have access to his clone.
It's a lot of gameplay to memorize, that's for sure.
Monster combos if you can get it off during that 10 or 12 seconds.
So essentially, once per match, you decide to become kind of the combo master in the game with the most amount of options and access to this very, very strong, screw your neutral, I do what I want move. But the price you pay, if it doesn't work, if you don't win, is you're spending the rest of that round
and it works
in
for
a
the grab.
significantly weaker, lesser state.
And
not helpless.
Most importantly, you no longer have a cool hand on your hip.
That's true, and you've lost your good chum, your buddy, and you're lonely.
Right? Oh my goodness. What else we got?
Well, we have a fatal blow.
Yeah!
And his into the attack that leads into it is also very strong. It's a tracking low, so you want to go into it?
Let's do it.
How slow is it? Oh, okay. That'll be hard to combo into, though, that's for sure.
Where do you think they went for that second? Nah, I don't want to think about it.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's one of the best bone crushing.
That was really cool. That was really cool. I almost kind of want to see it again.
You want to see it again?
I do.
I don't blame him.
Definitely.
I don't blame him, honestly.
Wait a minute here.
Now, wait.
Yeah, did you catch that?
I just saw a Sector buff.
Cameo Sector has a special
Fatal blow buff.
into
Yeah, just like
where
Motaru.
if you hit the R1 button, he will shoot a rocket, so it becomes a projectile fatal blow attack.
Nice.
And so that works with everybody because it's
Correct,
cameo.
because it's cameo. It's very similar to Motaro's alternate fatal blow into.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, so that was Noob Saibot. Very
This has
excited.
been a lot. This has been a lot.
I gotta say, I do want to mention something. When on the 24th, we will have Twitch drops are coming back.
Ooh.
So make sure you watch some streams during that
Okay.
day, and you'll see you'll get some different palettes and whatnot from just watching streamers and whatnot. So make sure you're signed up with that.
Most importantly,
yes, sir.
Birthday
Most
shout-outs.
Don't forget to pre-order, so you get your pre-order skins. UMK3 Sub-Zero. Let's go.
Second most importantly, birthday shout-outs.
Of
Let's
course.
go. All right, we've got Overlord Shona. Sure, let's go with that. Josh Williams, Jim O'Leary, Eric Kyander,
That's
Jason Sun, Michael
honestly
Bellapani,
insane.
Daria Code.
This was definitely a
Cantu,
a very long
Adrian
combat cast, but
Chavez,
definitely worth.
Aaron Dizzy
100%.
Davis,
I know him.
Dan Roth, Taryn Silverstein, Tamara Vega, Mark Inglis. You having fun? We still got more.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Okay. Matt Parker, Alex Bitterman, and the Toastmaster himself, Dan Forden. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, everybody. Chaos Reigns is coming out really soon. We're super excited. Before we go, as always, QA has been kind enough to put together.
Bye, guys.
Awesome
This is where I
Noob Saibot site
leave.
directly after we're done talking.
Thanks for watching,
Can't
guys.
wait to see you in Chaos Reigns, and can't wait to see you at the next Combat Cast.
Woo!
Night Market.
Tell me about this timeline of chaos.
I refuse to give you any ideas. Round one. Fight! Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight. Your suffering has been purged. Brutality. Noob Saibot wins.